good, thank you.
I like the blonde.
Thank you. I'm doing a movie right now, and I had to have blonde hair for the movie. I always try to change my hair for every film so I can keep track of what film I'm in when I look in the mirror. Like, oh, blonde hair. It must be the Jim Carrey movie.
Jim Carrey, good point. Oh, your friend wrote that movie.
Liar, Liar, right?
Liar,
It's
Liar.
about a lawyer who has to tell the truth.
That's right.
And what do you play in the
Oh,
movie?
thank you. You're making it easy on me. I play, well, her name was originally Virginia Cole, but it turns out there actually is a real Virginia Cole that didn't like being depicted as a greedy gold digger. So now her name is Samantha Cole. Everybody's name gets changed as we go along. So I like to make the movie sound like I'm the star of the movie. So I'll describe it to people like I'm a very rich woman that hires Jim Carrey. That's how rich she is. She can afford Jim Carrey working for her.
Now, are you having more fun with the blonde hair?
Yeah, well, actually, the odd thing is I think you're a little more accessible. When I walk down the street, people are always coming up to me and trying to pick me up. Like, I guess that's what they're trying to do. They say, you know, hey, baby, want to go home with me? And
I think that's a pickup.
are you trying to pick me up? Well, stop it. I don't like that. It's just I don't know how to behave as a blonde.
But people know you for
Yes.
your voice.
I'm auditioning to be Marsha Brady in the Brady Bunch 3. The Brady Bunch that go, yes?
Can you do Marsha, Marsha, Marsha?
Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. We didn't have Brady Bunch when we were growing up because we didn't have TV. Our stepfather thought it was an evil, insidious influence on young minds, and so, I don't know. It was,
May not have been mistaken.
You know, we didn't watch TV in my house either.
Really?
I never saw a cartoon till I was like 20.
Really?
Yeah.
And then when you got TV, did you just sit and watch it 24 hours a day, say, wow, this is a wonderful, wonderful thing? That's why we're now on TV.
Dorothy sat in front of it actually without benefit of turning it on, just to see what it was like. People know you because of your voice. When they're trying to pick you up, they maybe not recognize you because the hair is different. But the
Well,
minute
they
you
get scared when they know it's me. They'll see me going down the street and they'll say, wow, there's a babe, fabulous blonde. And then they'll say, hey, want to come home? And I'll turn around and they'll go, ah, I didn't know it was you, Jennifer. They're really embarrassed. So, anyway, I was not dissing you. That day, I don't have my contact lenses in. So I opened the door to see what's going on in the hall, and I saw all these shadowy figures moving around, and I closed it really quick. It wasn't because I saw you guys,
Did
and I
they
thought,
scare you?
no, I didn't see anything. I just saw sort of this fluid shapes moving down the hallway, and I thought, I better not open the door when I don't know what I'm doing, so I closed it. But I didn't know it was you two.
But now that you know,
Yes.
it's okay.
Yes, it's fine.
Well, she still would have shut the door. When the door opens this much, I see Jennifer. I go, hi, Jennifer. Boom.
Oh, I didn't even hear you because I didn't have my contact lenses in. But
See, she's a blonde now.
yeah,
As am I, so I believe I can make that joke.
The last time I saw you was at the Oscars.
right.
And, I mean, it was obviously months ago now, but is that still pinch yourself time? I mean, do you think about it?
Yeah, I think about it sometimes when I'm down and out and people say, oh, we don't want to see Jennifer for this part. I say, don't want to see me? Oscar nominee, Jennifer Tilly? They should be so lucky. The oddest thing is since I got nominated for an Oscar, my price has gone down.
No.
Yes. Every movie I do, they say, well, we'll give Jennifer this part, but she has to cut her price. And this is an odd thing in Hollywood. When you do movies that you don't want to do, you get offered huge amounts of money. So I have more choice now. I get offered better quality movies. But now they say, Jennifer can do this, but she has to cut her price. For example, oddly enough, I cut my price to do the Jim Carrey movie. I don't know if I should be talking about this on the air, but I guess he makes so much money, there's no money left for anybody else.
So is that hard to play opposite him when you know that
Yeah, I just look at him and I think, you have all my money. But he's really fun to work with. He actually earns every penny he makes, and he works really hard, and he's very professional, and he has all my money.
They threw up a card for us. Show the card. Can we show David?
The card says how much. See? My eyesight is not that bad, obviously.
No.
How much Jim Carrey or how much Jennifer?
How
as
much,
long as you're asking this really rude question.
How much do I make?
No, I was asking about Jim.
No.
How much fun is it working with Jim?
How much hilarity did you have on the set?
You just sit and you just watch him go and go and go and go, and you just kind of run through all your expressions of incredulousness because he always behaves really bizarrely, and so, you know, you have one expression like, wow, I can't believe I'm watching this, and then after about 3 minutes you switch into another expression like, I really can't believe I'm watching this. He just has so much
money.
No, not money.
Talent.
Talent. He has so much talent. Sometimes it's just hard to watch.
Speaking of the unbelievable, when we come back, we're going to have a lot more with Jennifer Tilly, and we're going to tell you, and Jennifer's going to tell us all about her sexy movie, very sexy movie. Plus, watch this quiz, Jennifer's own secret passion. What is Jennifer's secret passion? We'll be back.
I do, and on the really expensive magazines, I just stand up and I thumb through them. Mostly it's just I'm obsessed with myself, and if anybody's writing about me, I want to know. I don't care if it's here or in Europe. Here I am on the cover of Venice magazine.
Beautiful picture.
Beautiful picture. The first time they've ever used shiny paper on Venice ever.
For you.
For you.
Just for me. We are actually doing the photo shoot, and my publicist was going where she's wandering around. She's saying, I wish I could ask them that maybe they could use a better quality paper so you can frame the cover, because I've only been on 2 covers in my whole life, besides this one. And she said, but I guess that would just be too rude. And then this magazine came out, and look.
And you're shiny.
It feels really good.
What was the other cover?
I was on the cover of Los Angeles magazine.
Good.
I was wearing a red swimsuit, and the caption said, Jennifer Tilly gets wet and wild. It was about water parks in Southern California, but I liked it. And then the other was a magazine called, Hollywood, and I think it's still actually in production. And it was the first issue of Hollywood magazine. And they had me, and I wasn't even a celebrity then, but I think I was the only person that would come and pose for them. So this is going to be added to my collection.
Yay.
You know, to join the Vanity Fairs and the other magazines that are coming up in the future.
They're coming. Now, I heard you're obsessed with tabloids, and you love tabloids, so we got you a few.
Oh, well, thank you.
Is this true, or is this a lie?
I love tabloids, except for now I know that they're not true. I mean, I've never hung out with real celebrities before, but every single week there's stories in the paper about Jim Carrey, and last week was Jim Carrey's wild and wacky secret wedding. And I was like, Jim, did you get married? And he's like, no. So I thought, oh, it's just really in bad taste, I think, to read tabloids. Not only to read tabloids, but when you say to your celebrity friends, oh, you know, I hear your hair is falling out, or you have some secret rash problem, and then they say, have you been reading the Inquirer? You have to admit, no, you can't say, I read Newsweek, you know, because obviously there's only one place that runs these ludicrous stories.
Speaking of wild, and wet, and moron, and
ludicrous.
No, but Bound is quite. We're going to look at a little scene from Bound.
Okay.
Can you tell us what we're going to see?
In this scene, this movie is a thriller, and me and my girlfriend, Gina Gershon, decide we're going to pull off a heist and steal all this money from the mob. And this is the point where my character has decided, yes, she's going to go ahead and do it.
Here it is.
I'm so sultry. That happens to be Dorothy and Sam comb through the entire movie. Oh, they're clapping so hard they can't even hear me.
Okay.
Dorothy and Sam comb through the entire movie, the entire 120 minutes, to find 3 seconds they could show on their show.
Well, you
it's
had
a very
clothes on?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, this movie starts with a very graphic love scene between you and this other actress.
That's right.
And that is the least shocking thing in the entire movie.
That's right. It's very violent. It's very, very sexy. Very provocative film. I want to know why you didn't see it.
He is not old enough.
Why do you make Dorothy do all the work?
No,
he is not adult enough.
Dorothy says that I'm not grown up. I really want to see it. I very much want to see it. She actually barred the door to the theater.
Oh, did she really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I'm going to go see it.
All right.
I know we're almost out of time,
Yeah.
but you have to tell us how was doing the love scene with Gina. I mean, it's pretty graphic.
Well, it's funny because when you see it on screen, it's amazingly erotic. But like I said, Gina is a really wacky girl, and we were laughing so hard that we, you know, couldn't stop sometimes long enough to grope and kiss each other. The Wachowskis, the directors, would be yelling through the megaphone, "Girls, stop giggling!" So that's what it was. Just I remember it being a really funny time. But then when you see it on screen, obviously it's very sexy, so I don't know, something happened on the way to the editing room.
Either the whole movie is sexy.
Thank you.
And you know what, I have to say, it is not for everyone in America, but I loved it.
That's
it's
right.
wild, but I thought it was great.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It was so great having you here.
Nice to be here.
Come here and slam the door in our faces anytime.
You guys are great.
Coming up next, Theo Huxtable from the long-running